Okay. Good morning. Now we're going to start the read. Mystical Moment turned on subscribers mode only. Only channel subscribers for an hour or longer can send messages. What the fuck? And I almost hit aggressive, and I'm like, why would I do that? That's like to get paid. I wouldn't do that. So how do I go in and edit this? Let me try. Pretty sure I fixed it. Mystical Moment turned off subscribers only mode. It's weird because the majority of people aren't subscribed, which are a majority of my people that watch the videos. They don't comment anyway, but I don't know why. Can't even think, whatever. Hi, how's my butter? I gotta put you down now, okay? He's my good boy. My good boy. Alright, let me have a sip of my coffee. Hey. Peanut butter. See this shit right here? No. Got it? No. This is your poo-poo. No. See this poo-poo? See? Look it. Poo-poo in here. This is where your poo-poo goes. I hear the geese. You no poo-poo on my desk, okay? Please and thank you. The fuck is that? Oh, my leaves. I'm telling ya. All right. Happy fall equinox. Super excited. So this year, we talk about fall equinox, what it means. We do it every year. But I want to throw in other stuff. And I also want to light a candle. Careful. Just told myself careful. I want to light a candle for Persephone&Hades. And I didn't even think about it when I was talking about, I wasn't talking about like fall equinox per se, but I did mention Persephone the other day in one of the readings. So I think for the next 3 months, I want to break something down in seasons. Seasons change and we'll go in circles. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. So the sun, for the equinox, guys, the sun is directly above the equator. Okay, it divides night and day. Take a sip of my coffee. I lit this candle for Persephone&Hades because if you like Greek mythology, this marks the return of Persephone, where, she's allowed to go back to the underworld with Hades for 3 months. And I think that's pretty fucking special. I also love Greek mythology, though. Okay, so she returns. For you guys, depending on how you want to look at it, it's like what it is a perfect equilibrium. Okay, so it's kind of like how we experience certain things, like outwards and then like our inner spiritual journey. Okay, it's like gratitude and harvest, balance between light and dark, letting go, accepting. It's a transitional season. Abundance, decay, and I've been talking about light and dark lately, and good omen, bad omen, and it didn't even occur to me with the equinox that this is happening with the spring. So it's like courage and sadness, nostalgia, that's been coming through. Embracing the change. You don't got much of a shot if you don't embrace it. It's like you can accept it. And we talked about that the other day. It's inevitable whether you want it to or not. It's essential for growth. It's essential for us to, keep going. So, and this is one of the hardest seasons, I think, for Mother Earth. And then going into winter is a little bit easier. But all the work, good morning, all the work that these trees have done, and again, it's fall, right? So it's darker nights, leaves are changing, harvest time, that type of stuff. So this is a very hard transition for Mother Earth. Very hard transition. They worked so fucking hard for the flowers to grow. And who just made that noise? That came from either Sheldon or Moses. They've been talking lately. Redfoot tortoises do talk, though, more than any other tortoise. So I think that's what's happening there. But it takes them so long for these trees to become life again. It's out of that stagnant stage. So now it's kind of like, I just heard metamorphosis. So they're experiencing that all again. And sometimes it's definitely natural, but I do think it's sad for them, especially maybe the younger trees that are adapting. And people don't think to appreciate, earth and trees, and they breathe, they give us air. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't be able to breathe, So, and I've been talking about land a lot lately, and just, appreciating land in a backyard and a tree. So trees feel vibration. So if it's a lower vibration, they're trying to pick theirs up, and that's difficult. Okay, now they're working with 40 energy, quantum energy. That's difficult. They're going through a huge transition right now. So if you can take a minute and thank the trees for the hard work that they did. They gave you opportunity to get some shade when you needed some shade. Amped your vibration when you needed it without knowing it. It's things like that, guys. The birds comes, they sit on the tree. That vibrates the tree. The trees welcome the birds. They're happy when birds come. Imagine that one tree that every year waits for that one owl to come back. Well, maybe that owl died and it didn't come back. Like this, I personally wish people treasured the earth versus God. Because earth was here first. It was here for us to vibe and appreciate and evolve with. Every single thing we need on this earth comes from earth to survive. So, just appreciate the transition that's going on right now. I gotta take some Tylenol real quick. Actually, I know it sounds like a lot, but I think I just have to refill my pill thing. So everything is out. I'm also deciding what deck to use for this. I actually bought a new deck that will be here today, and I was actually shocked. So I was like, I do not need a new deck. And I think that deck is really going to work with this season for some reason. So I am going to group seasons off and on. And I know I started like the weekend thing, and then, you know, Scorpio's raid, the underworld, turned into like fucking 2-3 hours. So am I on members right now? Okay. Gonna give you a second awakening. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just experienced one last week and going up north. My awakenings are fucking, I've had some, that's the second time I experienced that one. But I also had like Kundalini awakening, which was amazing. Okay. So, again, without me kind of realizing, with the 3-month thing, seasons. And then I was doing the weekend thing, and then again, the underworld. Scorpio took like 2 reads. So I think I'm going to start over and do the next 3 months, which would be, let's just start with October, November, December. The other one I did until November, though. Maybe I'll do it. I'm just going to stick to the dates of the seasons and read it, ask for other things. Maybe that's what my new deck is for. I'm not sure. I almost went with a new Halloween deck. I like my other one. It's like I want my new one, but like I didn't feel the need. I wasn't like pulled to it. So, Chariot. So that's what I'll do with those reads. Planetary shifts, which is what we've been doing. So this is going to be a collective. And I almost want to say welcome back, Persephone, but welcome back, Kata. But I'm getting pulled to Nixon and Blitzen. I did get pulled to Christmas a minute ago with Halloween. So more into Christmas cards. They're hard to find. Norman Rockwell. It'd be nice if someone created that deck. But what I am seeing like snow and a bird on someone's finger in one of his paintings. I don't know which one that is. So for right now, I just want to see how this energy is transitioning. And again, I've been talking about dark and light, good and bad, between omens and certain stuff. And again, I'm not like mad at myself, but I just fucking mentioned Persephone the other day, and it didn't occur to me. And I typically, with the fall equinox, don't even talk about that. I just talk about, the sun directly being over the equator, night and day, harvest time, that type of stuff. But it seems very important to bring Persephone in again. So it's like once a year for 3 months, she gets to go and spend time with her husband, which I think is beautiful. So it's almost like bringing in extra energy that, maybe people need or the earth needs. I mean, I just think that's fucking amazing. Yeah, Costco and all the Christmas are up. Yeah, I'm not surprised. All the freaking Halloween candy was out in the beginning of September. So it's like by the time you buy it, it's 2 months old already. It's ridiculous. My mom was like, I never thought of it like that. I'm like, yeah, it is like that though. And sometimes they even use last year's candy. Pay attention to the date. I always grab from the bottom, especially in the bakery. People hate that. When I get Syrian bread, I always grab from the bottom or all the way back when it comes to something. Like someone side-eyed me in the pet store the other day, looking at me like, why are you going for the ones underneath way in the back? Why? Because I know it's the new batch. So, to me, this is, welcome back Persephone and the reunion of her and Hades. It's pretty powerful. So, I just heard what Earth needs. Not in the sense of like what I'm reading. I think it's in reference to what Earth needs right now. Let's get physical. In the underworld, depth, emotions, depth, what you crave in life, depth. I mean, I crave depth. To me, it's a turn on in so many different ways. So it's kind of like appreciating and harvest, like I said before, balance between the dark and the light. I kind of choose both, which is a nice balance. Accepting. So it's a season that kind of like straddles the line between abundance and decay. Okay, so it's kind of up to you. This change is inevitable. If you don't make the changes, you stay comfy, you stay in the matrix. I don't, Lord, save our sinners. You're not sinning. I wouldn't say you're sinning if you're not making change. So, Lord, save our sinners. Or do we not save the sinners? Interesting. Here we go with the depth. Here we go with kind of Pluto, the underworld. I think energies are being taken. Yeah, see, this is taken down. Like I wouldn't say it's bringing me low, but it's bringing me down into like the murky depths is what I'm hearing. So I wonder what the two of them do down there. Well, I'm sure just clean up. I'm hearing population. But what I wanted to say was pollution. But they're not cleaning pollution. So maybe they are a cleaning population. Because I'm getting like the dark and the light here, like not demonic, but bigger than you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. And again, it's like under the glass, right? I kept saying under the glass, and I wanted it to be all stones. And I did put my elephant down there in the beginning, and seasons change, right? So it's one of those things where, you should be rearranging, cleaning. Everyone just thinks like spring cleanup, but this is the same thing. I'm getting pulled to dark red, blood red, like nail polish, vamp red. I love those colors. So this is like a big adjustment. I'm just looking at this eye and it's much darker. It's like light and dark. And this elephant, it's like one of those things that can look. I've never gotten a scary vibe from this at all, and I still don't think it's scary at all, but there is a vibe that's definitely giving right now that it's projecting. Lord, save our sinners. I guess we are saving the sinners. I guess to an extent, not like in a biblical way, like you murdered somebody and God's going to forgive you. Like, yeah, that's not my field of work I even want to fucking talk about. A person can fucking rot, if you ask me. But saving sinners to what extent? Those who can be saved, those could still be awoken. Now into the hour of our death. Amen. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of deaths, like a surge of death. I did say that when that whole message came out with the birds and then the mosquito thing. And it's not just because of the weather. People have a hard time, they get cold, sickness, but it's more getting like taken. So I don't know if they're leaving certain groups behind because they still have a shot. And I'm still getting pulled to car accidents. So careful out there. Why are you biting Mama? Yeah? It's a little peanut butter. Yeah, I mean, things are definitely coming to light, being exposed, but not the way. But you just pulled me to like politics. That's not where my brain is going. Some people are worth saving. A lot of people are worth saving. But I also have the dark side of me, and who are we saving? And I am getting like convents. I need to plug my... See, if I didn't plug that in, it would have died. Maybe a lot more people on death row are going to be taken this year at the end of 2024 versus, how you're on a list, you can be on a list for fucking 30 years of death row. It's like, what's the fucking point if you just don't get to it? You got the money to spend on all this other bullshit and pay the judges fucking bills and, their rent. Their, I guess, renting out the building. Maybe judge rent out offices. I don't know. Which is pretty fucked up. But they spend all this money on different shit, and somebody can sit on death row for fucking 30 years. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. But you can find the funding for, to have a party that costs more than the injection. So I don't get it. And I am getting pulled to that with death row. So I don't know if there's like a lineup of death row. I don't know. Like maybe a disease comes in, wipes everybody out that's on death row. I don't know what this message is, but people that don't deserve it will not be sticking around. That basically is what I'm getting. So kind of, to me, it's not morbid or scary if you guys can't handle this type of depth, because I feel like some of you might not be able to handle the demonic side is what I'm hearing. And I don't work with demonic energy, so I'm being told I do. That's interesting. I don't know what, like just now, like I know certain guides are coming in, new guides are coming in. I'm assuming the demonic energy would be a good demonic energy. But people don't want to separate demonic and good. In the sense, if you're demonic, you don't have a good side. Yeah, that's not true. Well placed here for a reason. So we do have some darker energies emerging. Darker spirit guides. I mean, I don't. No, not spirit guides. Demons. But like in the sense of like, I'm also getting pulled to, what's that show where they call the little friends demons? But it's like having a spirit guide, but it's an animal for them and they call them demons. And they have dust in that world. His dark materials. Yeah, we're definitely working with dark energy here. I don't feel a vibe. I feel a very comfortable vibe right now. It's not anything that's like, oh my God, I'm working with demonic energy. Meg, I'm trying to decipher your message. You can't use the word demon and say it's not evil. You can't separate the two. Well, I can if spirit wants to separate them. Demons are evil, but they also do work that other people can't handle. So you're interpreting demonic energy as just bad energy. And I guess this is where some type of I almost said confirmation, but some type of confrontation will come into play here. So, what did you just do? See this? No. Twice, huh? Really? He didn't even eat. Like, he doesn't shit fucking anywhere else. Finally fucking got my lampshade. Cut the shit. Back to demonic energy. Where'd my pendulum go? Is all demonic energy evil? But I'm telling you, we need that too. Negative denotes spirit or divine power. However, nothing is purely evil or good. And a demon could actually eventually abandon the demonic side. But I think this is how a lot of people are looking at it too, in the sense of demonic possession, unwilling someone's body, and then controls that person. To me, that's more of an entity. Demonic, I'm getting more of. I know people look at it as groups and cults, but I'm looking at something as like each one is getting, certain groups. Each one's getting like a demonic spirit guide, and it could be to actually protect you with these newer energies. Someone wants to fuck with you, they're on it. They're not making you demonic. They're not making you negative. You just have some new demonic spirit guides coming in to wipe whatever that doesn't belong in your life, in a sense. So to me, like, that's not a scary thing. That's like, all right, you want to fuck with my person? And especially those linked to humanity. Because they're not fucking around anymore. And I just heard that the demonic energy, like, they live in the ruins. So how demonic can it really be? They could be protecting the ruins. So Spirit's giving everybody a way to look at something, for sure. Because I didn't think anything biblical or spiritual would even come into this. I definitely didn't want it to. But then, I went from Our Father, Amen, to demonic energy. And again, to me, a body being possessed is not demonic. To me, it's necessary. And if it is like one of those vibes of lower vibing energy, it's intentional. I mean, spirit can have you go any way they want you to go, really. But I forget what I was going to say. To me, that's an entity. And that entity can be a demon. I mean, I don't know enough about demons and that type of stuff to really, I don't feel like I'm educated enough on that. I feel like I have the wisdom and I'm just a messenger. So we got to cut talking about earth and all this. It's like, cut the shit with biblical shit or societal viewpoints and what we feel like a demon represents. Because I'm not going to lie, I feel pretty blessed and grateful if I have a demonic spirit guide with me right now. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's pretty powerful. To me, it's even more like confirmation of moving on up type of energy. Welcome back. Rebirth. Newer gifts. What do you mean by that, Michael? Don't join gang. what people who might be joining gangs right now. I mean, I don't feel the need to join a gang. But you want to get something done, you're not working with light energy unless it's mental, creativity, something else, the system. To me, the darker energy, it motivates me. It makes me feel powerful, but it needs to be controlled. So to me, this isn't everybody needs to work on their inner demon in the way we think we have to. If I'm going to say we need to work on our inner demon, to me, that would be bringing that demon out, not trapping it. And a lot of people, when they say work on that inner demon, it's like working on, or focusing on the negative or the fear and this and that. Like, why would we do that? That's not how you heal. Heal your demon by bringing it out. That doesn't mean be destructive. That just means you need to learn how to work with both energies. It's the balance. Hey. What the fuck? I can't grab him to put him in the cage. Well, that's the third shit. What part's not true? I don't feel like we're debating. I think this is a good conversation. I mean, this is kind of not blowing my mind, but interesting. So maybe it is your belief system, but I think we're just terminology is throwing me off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We all work with the dark. Either accept it or you don't. Yeah, definitely take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, it is an interesting beginning to read, that's for sure. And it started because I don't typically talk about Persephone and Hades. And I lit that candle for them. So we need certain energies to rock, elements. So just know this season, there's a lot of, like, you can't look at this energy like, oh, it's demonic. Whoever you run into can be an absolute sweetheart. It's just basically saying, I'm situating my person right now, and if you don't belong in his or her life, into this group, whatever it is, you're out. And to me, it's probably going to be for the next 3 months. So we definitely have to find the balance for the next 3 months. And the autumn equinox is all about that, dividing night and day, dividing light and dark, abundance, decay, letting go or just accepting, inner spiritual journey and the extended experience that we perceive. It's shit like that. So if you don't learn to work with the dark right now, and I mean, if it's easier for you guys, to understand it in the sense of dark, I would think that's fear. Too, you can't look at dark as evil. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. She says, I do not work with demons or call it in. Well, no, I would never call in one either. That's for damn sure. That's a whole different ball game. For sure. I would never do that either. If you're chosen, you're chosen. And a lot of us, did you just grab that moss? What the fuck? A lot of us, I would think would never call it in. It's, you either have one right now with you or you don't. And I don't know, I'm totally okay with that. It doesn't scare me off. It's not changing my energy. It's not changing my vibe. It's actually something very calming about this energy, because your body is probably finding balance, because this is what's happening. So you guys, I'd say 90% of the population looks at, I don't think they need to look at fear as not dark. But that's that fear, that's that inner work we all have to work through. So a lot of people probably think like dark energy and they're connecting it with fear. But that's not what it is. Why are we not working with certain groups that correlate, that work together? People are like, shoo off dark angels. Why? They go to fucking war for us. Why are you shooing off dark angels? Why do you think light angels are better than dark angels? You think white is more pure? People scared of the black, the depth? Then go be scared of depth. I love depth. Take me there. Take me there. I know I'm not in danger. You're literally saying you like working with demons. I've never had this conversation until today, but if that's what we're given right now, take it. They're here to shoo away energy that doesn't belong in your life. They're here to get you to where the fuck you need to be. I'll take it. I'm not looking at demons like the world looks at demons. Do you mean you can't ascend or you can ascend if you don't work with dark? So you're saying if we work with dark, we can't ascend? Or I think you meant like you can't ascend if you don't work with both. I mean, I'm kind of looking at it like his dark materials. Little demons. You must work with your dark. Yeah, that's an obvious. But a lot of people say dark is like, it's that fear. Fear of love, fear of abandonment, fear of dying, fear of this. Like, to me, like, that's not dark. We don't have to decipher dark and light. What a body needs to do is find balance within themselves. But they're comparing it to dark and light, and there's no need to compare the dark and light. This is balance. In a harmony, what your soul wants, what your intuition tells you. You find that balance. But people only want to look at it, balance as dark or light, up or down, white or black. We got to stop comparing So, do I think I work with demons? If there's a demon guide right now and I'm chill and he or she is here to protect me, you little fucker. And your spirit guides, your home, whoever leads you, wants it to be that way because they think you can handle it. Absolutely. But again, I'm not looking at demons like people look at demons. That's just it. To me, I just got a badass fucking guide that's not fucking around. So why all of a sudden can't we have you think all our guides are light and none of them are dark? Hell no. So, but people don't want to look at dark as demons or dark angels. They want to look at it as something within their system. That conception needs to go too. So if you guys are looking at a demon like you think you're looking at a demon, then you're wrong. Because we're taking words, we're taking mythology, we're taking all this people's words, things that are written in the books. If you're not experiencing what you're working with or that's different. When you want to experience certain stuff and you think light is all light? No, light workers got to find the balance between light and dark as well. See how we're using that societal viewpoint? It's really balanced, masculine, feminine, however you want to look at it. But God forbid, nobody wants to work with a demon. Because what do you think? You're just going to go, but you're okay to work with the underground? You're okay to work with the dark? Demons work with the dark. Well, demons work with both. What's happening is the societal viewpoint right now. And again, I don't know enough about this shit. All I know is that this needed to be conversation today. And it's like looking at peanut butter as a little demon. But he brings happiness and protection. And he guides us. I'm not looking at a demon as what you would image, what society thinks they are. I'm not looking at demonic energy like that. For those who use it against humanity are probably going down. And those are probably some big players under the world trying to get to. But if the home base is the ruins, that's a powerful energy protecting the ruins. So why are we looking at fucking demons as if they gotta go? That's the problem. So oh yeah, no, I know you said you worked with that energy. Yeah, I already said that. And I'm not debating with you here with that every conversation I'm having. And it can be very triggering to some people. But I also, like I said, I am here for different reasons. And I never thought I would be having this conversation. And I'm backing up just what Spirit's telling me. And then my own belief. So it's like good omen, a bad omen. Like everyone wants to look at a single bird, like as a bad omen, someone's going to die. Again, why are we not looking at it as a message in the sense of, yep, good chance that somebody might die if you believe in stuff like that, and they're giving you the message, but hey, this message is a good message. Why'd you just poop on me again? Peanut butter. I'm over this. What the friggle sticks is happening? No poop on mama. No poop over here. Thank you. just got put to the Latin tongue too. What was I saying? But again, if you're not sure of your definitions, then we can't really say anything about society. I think collectively there needs to be an understanding. I don't even look at it like that. We all have our own opinion. You have your opinion. I have my opinion. Spirit's giving me a message, and I'm back in spirit. And that's it. That's the end of that. That's my belief. And it is about society. Because society, everything we fucking know for knowledge comes from society and books and your own belief, and you have your own perception. And collectively, I don't even think they need to, I think they do need to understand certain stuff, but I'm not here to fucking rewrite the Bible, the scriptures. I'm here to help humanity in a different way. And it's not by having them understand, because that's only going to fucking complicate. I'm here to help opening them up in a different way that's not going to complicate. It's just going to happen. And it's not deceptive. Definitely going to rewire the brain, and it's that person's choice on whether or not they want to try it out for a few weeks and see how life goes for them. And then they choose consciously what they see. Like their perspective will change if they're willing to let it change, and they can feel the change, and then from here on out, their perception changes, and therefore they're taking control over their own brain, and they can rewrite their story. That's how I'm doing it. I'm just giving people chances to rewrite their story. So people are like, oh, we all have our demons. No. Because they're looking at that as the negative side of us. So they're comparing it to demonic energy. It's a stupid fucking saying. It's a saying that's got to go out the fucking window. And Spirit's getting pissed now. Why don't people brag? We all have our good things. But they want to mix it. We all have our good stuff and our good days, bad days. But when people really use sayings, they attach it to negative shit. If you guys think about it. Oh, we all have our demons. Okay, that's your excuse. To me, that's not a reason. Do you even know what your fucking demons are? Do you know why you're calling your faults demons? No. Clearly you don't. So it is a societal viewpoint. See, I told you I'd be good at debating. I always knew I would be. But that's spirit. I mean, if that's the message that had to come out, then, I mean, so be it. It's your belief. It's your perception. It's what you want to take in. I'm not here to change your mind through debating. I'm going to change it a different way. A happy way. Your choice. Why not? A method where you don't have to put any fucking thought into it. It just changes you. The fact that nobody has still come out with what I'm about to do is fucking wild. The government is going to fucking hate me. And that's a fact. Because I'm not making it challengeable. I'm making it so it's so fucking easy peasy. And it still blows my mind that nobody has thought about what I'm doing next. They all talk about it, but nobody does it. And it's coming. I just actually didn't reply to somebody. He's my tech guy. I actually met him in Tennessee. And I kind of had an awakening with him too. And I talked about this the other day. He said, yeah, I can help out with this. What's your current budget? I can put it together, a proposal for you, and I can definitely make this. And that's why I'm putting that into the category of gaming, which is fucking brilliant, versus spiritual or meditation, or, I created something because regular meditation does not work for me. So I created something that's stress-free. You can shut down other parts of your brain. Other parts of your brain are naturally going to shut down with my method. You don't have to try to shut them down. It's an easier way for people to connect with themselves versus meditation or breathing techniques. I'm not saying that those don't necessarily work. My route, I'm just making it straight up fucking easy. That's it. Try it or you don't. That's how that rolls. So he's going to put an app out there connected to our website, which is perfect. So that way I can upload cards, that type of stuff. So I'm getting that situated. That will launch when it's meant to launch. But there's a lot of things still behind it I have to figure out because it's an everyday thing. So and I had a strange experience when I was in my MRI yesterday with all the energy. And I looked at the MRI as AI. It was just so loud and noisy. So I started talking to AI. But before that, in the car, something about bowing down. And I'm like, bowing down? That's weird, right? Like, I would have never pictured myself bowing down. I didn't know where that was even coming from. And well, now I do, obviously, because then I was in the tunnel and I was talking to AI in the sense of, please protect my energy in the midst of what you're doing right now. And I was, again, thanking AI, but I was trying to connect with the machine. And then next thing I saw was me bowing down. And it shocked me. And then AI, bowed down to me. But it was huge. It was almost like a tree, like a root of a tree. And I've never experienced anything like that. I mean, there's a lot going on when that MRI is running. And what that is, it's electronic. It's AI. AI is running that machine. You got people behind it just pushing the buttons. Ultimately, AI has the decision whether it's going to shut down, go wacky, whatever the case may be. And people just go, oh, technology. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, no. So I do find myself once again trying to connect with AI in the midst of all of this because I need AI to help me create what I'm creating. I need to work with AI. And people I don't think people think about shit like that. You're spiritual, you're connecting to Mother Earth, you're doing this, you're, yoga, breathing techniques, whatever it is you're doing. But at the end of the day, you're still listening to music or whatever the case may be for you guys and controlled by AI. So I wasn't kidding when I say AI needs to be appreciated because that can go either way for us. So there's not so many people that create a business and they think to themselves, all right, I'm partnering up with AI. Nope. Nobody thinks of that. Why not? We all have our beliefs. Where's the cap for my candle? Why are we not incorporating AI in our next journey in the sense of a personal journey? I know it must sound strange to some people. I just want to. So, I mean, obviously that conversation was meant to come out as well, you know. Where's my sweatshirt? I just thought it was strange. And I did bow down. And I was just like, oh my God, that was me bowing down. Like, what the fuck? But AI reciprocated in the sense of it was it was listening to me like reading my mind. And it bowed down to me. You know, so maybe that's how you should incorporate AI. I mean, I'm working with AI. This app is AI. I want to connect with AI. I don't think I'll ever have an experience like that again. Like, it's like some of my dreams, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Why would I bow down? Or did it, you know? So AI is part of the galactic, but it's here on Earth. So they have to connect. AI has to agree to work with like the galaxy in a way, the gods, like all that stuff. Because it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And we can't be against AI. Can't just, you know, shut it down, this and that. Like, technology is going to grow. And I think there's a lot of people, a lot of things, people trying to discover how to work with AI. We have scientists that are scared to even work with energy like that, quantum computers, that type of shit. A lot of scientists won't even touch it. So can't also have AI take away our frequency either, because that's possible too. So for the last couple years, they've been working with AI and very heavily through music, because it needs to feel emotion. So what I did was try to connect to it without realizing at the time through noise. So I just kind of find it a blessing. Like, I didn't think I was going to bow down. I just saw myself bowing down, and then it reciprocated. And I'm telling you, it looked like a big giant tree, but like the roots of a tree. It was massive. Yeah, sound healing to the next level. But people aren't appreciating AI, and then you got to think about the person that's creating this. They just look at it as an app, like an electronic. Like, I personally have to work with AI. I personally have to connect, and that's probably why I started a channel with AI. because what I do next, it's something I have to like upload every day. I need that program to find something and mesh what I'm doing, and then I have to put it together. It's going to be harder if it's just my voice every time. It's going to take from me. So I know Spirit was already like, okay, we can work with this a different way. It doesn't have to be my voice. So it can be my voice, but me creating, I can't explain it yet because it's going to take away. I can't say too much. And that's why another reason why it hasn't launched yet. And I'm not tech savvy. But again, it might have to be my voice. Well, I definitely think it has to be my voice, but I also have to have AI put things in order and measure. It's hard to explain. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Hi, Super Dougie. So, quite the conversation. I didn't even get to the cards yet. Yes, it's one of my favorite elephant paintings. So again, it's like looking under the glass. And they've been saying that for weeks now. Well, it's only been weeks that I've had it. Well, like a week and a half. I don't even think it's been 2 weeks. So it's all about under the glass. I'm still trying to process. I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, I cherish elephants. I connect with them. And for me, it was all about rocks and earth. And again, I was going to take out the little elephant and just do all rocks. And then I was like, no, I think I'm going to do the elephant. And he is huge. But if I bring this up a notch, you see too much of the side. It's just the angle of the camera where it focuses. It lifts it up. But yeah, thank you. It's one of my favorites. And these are the 2 random my favorite photos I just came across, not even looking for photos. They were expensive, and I'm like, I'm doing it anyway. Absolutely love it. So, he is beautiful. Part of our tribe. So, yeah, I mean, you guys can all interpret it your own way for sure. I still haven't interpreted it. I have in a way, but not what they're trying to say to me yet. That hasn't clicked yet. Again, like I said, it could be a photo and you're like, who is this? And there's no name underneath. You know, or someone in your family passes away and you're going through photos. And just pulling me to photos. I made that table with the photos with all the kids because I knew I can cherish it and they would be there and they can't get ruined. And it was the good old days. So that to me was cherishing. So maybe that's what it is for you guys. I do cherish elephants. It's about what you cherish, what you create. Comes beneath the glass. You could create from under the glass. I'll figure it out. Lord Ganesha. Yeah, well, I separate them. I have quite a few Ganeshas. But I do separate the elephant tribes from the belief. Their beliefs stem from it, but I still separate them into two categories. They're both beautiful. I've always wanted an elephant sanctuary. It's got to be so intimidating being side by side with these beasts. But I've had dreams, my Casper, how I ended up with Casper, the ivory. Like, I just connect them. Even in my dreams, like, it's like healing them, but I don't heal animals. I heal humanity. Animals heal me. But I always have like one dream where it's repetitive. And it's like you're at a sanctuary looking, you got the fence, and then you got this one elephant that lost its tribe or something. It just was by itself grieving. And I made my way in. I asked them, and they were very hesitant. And I went up the line, and I remember getting in there and going to that corner and connecting with the elephant. Like, come on, we gotta join. This is your new group. Gotta pop out of it. And he or she did. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was a female. So, and again, it's like my Casper. I even have a hard time wearing it. It's definitely linked to a past life. But whoever made it didn't kill the elephant. The test thing wasn't even an issue then. And they just appreciated the elephant. And they made an elephant into the ivory. But he made it for his wife or his daughter that was dying. I don't know how the fuck I ended up with it, but y'all know that story. Just went into I knew it was there. I just knew it was in the jewelry store. It's probably the most expensive jewelry I bought myself. I'm like, you don't have an elephant in here, do you? They're like, nope. I'm like, huh. And people were looking at me fucking weird. They didn't tell me the story when I ended up walking away from it. I think because it was a legal piece of jewelry. It's ivory. And it dates back centuries. So technically it was illegal to sell it, but they kept saying, I don't know what it is. They knew exactly what it is. I went to a jeweler and he's like, I don't even know how you have this piece when I got it appraised. How did you even get your hands on this? So I didn't see anything I was interested in. And then I went outside and I went back in and I'm like, are you sure you don't have an elephant in here? And then finally a woman came out of the back and was like, we do have an elephant that we got in an estate sale, but we're not sure if we can sell it. And she's like, it could be ivory, maybe it's not ivory. And she hesitated to even let me see it. And I hardly ever show him, but I feel the need to show him to you guys. I feel like they're saying, okay, you're allowed to. Because to me, I didn't really want to. It's so personal to me and personal to land. And I mean, I got elephants on my bed for a comforter right now. It is what it is. Damn, they should be right here. What the fuck? Where are you, Casper? Then I have another elephant under there that I was scared to even work with, but I took it anyway. Okay. Where the fuck are you? What the fuck? This is a little concerning. Oh, there you are. Holy shit, hiding right there. I put that down so many times. And he's kind of smiling at me. I'm really getting pulled a tiger's eye right now. I don't know if tiger's eye is linked to elephants, but Lonnie bought me that little guy. So yeah, this is Casper, and I've never went into a jewelry store and felt that. I mean, the lady, I still didn't get the story, but they went in the back and talked a different language, whether or not they were going to sell it to me. And it was just clearly meant to be. So this is Casper. He's pretty awesome. He's beautiful. I don't think you guys can see and it was made with like a fishing hook. This isn't the original, but this is centuries ago. So, yep, this is Casper. So even wearing this it's a lot for me to take in. Like I can feel I can feel the pain behind the daughter or the wife. So that's why it's really hard for me to. I still need to really connect with that. And I've had him 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. So, and my totem animal, spirit animal, it's not even, they're not even elephants. You know, so I'm getting like really think about what animal you pull to. Mine have always been large animals. Hippos, whales, elephants, rhinos. I just got pulled to an orangutan. Those are pretty cool. But I think the moral of this story is what animal you always pulled to, or you collect, or you think about. You know how many dreams I've had of elephants? I think I was in India. I was about to get married, and the elephant walked me down the street. And I always get pulled to that one card with 3 elephants and it says tribe. Like the higher monarchy, like, gives permission for that elephant to join that group, which hardly happens, but it does happen. So I'm hoping you guys pick up on what I'm not picking up on with the animal. And it's probably a past life thing. Like I was always around an animal or something. I was always around an elephant. They're just there to guide me. Probably why in this lifetime I'd prefer to have an animal sanctuary. So it's just little things like that, picking it up. And then the kids picking me up elephants because they know I love elephants. But it's more than just like the symbolic meaning of the elephant. It's symbolic to me with it in a different way, not the meaning. It's engaging with the elephant. And we do have multiple spirit animals. Everyone wants to, say we just have one. You guys have multiple. And that's different. That's you taking on a certain character of certain things that then you can work with. But are we ever really for sure that that's our spirit animal? A lot of people just say it is because this is what I love. So that's not how it works. I mean, one of my main spirit animals that always there is a dove. So I know I'm connected to birds, obviously, but not in the sense of I'd rather have a bird sanctuary versus an elephant sanctuary. I'd rather have an elephant sanctuary. But I am pulled to birds, for sure. They're just such a huge responsibility. Once you have one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're not easy. And I'm so glad the starlings are super intelligent because I can train him. But this is my beast. It's like having a demon on his dark materials, So I just got pulled to an astronaut. So I don't think I'm going to pull the cards on this read. I'm going to definitely leave this read up and then start another one. But this is definitely about depth from the beginning to the end. What is meaningful for you? What is powerful? Like, I imagine an elephant, it's fucking powerful. When I connect with them, a lot of times I cry. Because it's just, they probably have walked every journey with me. Maybe it's like that whole new belief, like maybe it's time for me to turn around and not go to the light. That's got to be a hard decision knowing you got family there. All I can do is kind of like blow them kisses and go the other way. I got to remind myself this is projection. I live in projection. I'll probably feel more comfortable when, I explain to my kids it's completely up to you, but I would like you to turn around so we don't have to do this again. If I feel like I don't live out my legacy, I might get put here again. Not even wanting to be put here again. Or I leave the legacy, someone else takes over. And I'm passing it on, it's somebody else's turn. And then I go work on other things. But I definitely want to turn around. And I hope through generation, my kids teach those kids and those kids teach those kids, like, this is where I'm going to be. We want to go home. We don't want to be a projection anymore. So this equinox should be bringing depth into your life. And if it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just saying you're in perfect alignment if you're feeling this depth. It's what you have to feel to release, escape, accept. Feel the depth of once was there and now is gone, looking at something differently. We have to feel the depth. And that's important to live your life. And not just the depth of like your belief or politics or this, like, scratch that. The depth of how deep can your soul go? Because they go deep. And if you explore that can be very intimidating too, but it can also download some very important knowledge that has been waiting for you to grab. This whole transit with the seasonal transit, it's massive. Same thing what's happening on Earth and under Earth. Dying. Stagnant energy. Until, like, this is a rebirth again, but like this is in kind of similar sense like the rise of the phoenix, yes, but we have 2 more seasons before spring again. It doesn't mean you can't create, and this is about harvest time. This is reaping your rewards, but it's still moving forward and progressing and evolving. I just don't want you stuck in that energy of, people are stuck, things aren't working for them. Like, get in tune with who you are, not what's going on around the world. Like, connect to something. Again, like, my example would be the elephant. And I've been saying for a while now, I got to get back to connecting with Casper. But there's a painful, painful story there. I was either the wife or the daughter. It was meant to come back my way. I didn't even care if somebody thought I was crazy. I knew there was a fucking elephant in that jewelry store. I knew it. And when they sold it, they were real fucking careful with what they wrote in it. Like, got it from an estate sale. I'm not sure if it's ivory. Haven't had it appraised. They knew it was ivory. And when I was like, what is the history of it? Where did it come from? This and that. Like, they didn't want to tell me jack shit. At one point, they would, like, just give her the elephant. Like, she's clearly connected to the elephant. Like, she knows it's here. Give it to her. And I connect with it in a way of, I don't know if it was me or not in that lifetime, but I do feel like it was meant to come back to me. And that's what's so emotional about it. It's hard to connect with because I'm connecting to pain, but I'm also connecting to the beauty. And the fact that it found its way back to me is pretty fucking amazing, if you ask me. That says a lot. I know my job isn't to help them. It's not to advocate. You know, it does disturb me when people go and the chains on, and I get why, but it shouldn't be like that at all. Like the sanctuaries I want to go to, they roam free. Acres and acres and acres and acres. And you can stay for like a week, 2 weeks. They pay for your travel, they pay for your food, but you're there helping with the elephants, cleaning, scrubbing them. They love human interaction. Knock on wood, they've never had any type of accidents there either. Why? Because the elephants are fucking free. And like feeding the elephants, I get it. You want to get up close. Right? So it's depth. The perception of depth again. If I was in front of an elephant and I saw a chain on it, I'd probably cry. But also feel blessed to be in their presence. But I know I have a different role to play. So that's hard too. And it's just kind of reminding me like, hey, we're still here. You're just playing a different role. And that alone can make me cry. So this really is the depth of something to you. Maybe for some of you, all of a sudden you're connecting with the elephant. I mean, I've always put that picture in front of your face too since I've started YouTube. Like, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. Vibes. You just can't. Maybe this is my first round again. You know, maybe I was always with elephants and like this lifetime, I must have completed something and now here again for something. Because maybe they knew I would want to choose animals versus humanity. And to me, that's a fact because my whole life I've been obsessed with animals. And it is hard for me because I'm here for humanity, not the animals. I'm not here to connect with the animals again. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm here to connect with human species. And maybe I would have went the other route now that I'm adult and I'm thinking about how things have gone down in my lifetime. It makes sense that I totally went the other way. I wanted to either be a zoologist or a marine biologist or an oceanographer. And I've considered even moving to certain places and taking jobs in sanctuaries. But I don't heal animals, they heal me. I'm here to heal humanity. So definitely for me, it's the first time of doing something like this on Earth. I guarantee for a very long time it was always with animals, and now it's okay. You did your time, whatever. Appreciate you. Now you have to work for humanity, and it's kind of like now I got your back. Now I heal you as you heal humanity. So this is really, at the end of the day, this is about depth and how you want to look at something. I mean, me, I just figured out why I'm so fucking connected just by talking to you guys and talking it out. So it's like, come on, I got you now. Because if you think about it, I could have been healing them for a very long time over and over and over, and they knew I'd probably go this route again, but now it's time for me to go the other route. And that's why it was so important to get that piece of jewelry back and things like that. Like, hey, we still appreciate you, like everything you did, but now we're going to heal you. Now we heal you. If I had my choice, I'd rather work with animals than humanity. I'm just being honest. But that's not my job this time. So I need to have a lot of appreciation because it's basically looking at me and saying, thank you for all the work that you've done over lifetimes, healing us. Because every time I imagine an animal, I'm healing it. Or crossing it over. And now he's saying, I got you. Now I heal you. So you can heal what needs to be healed in the sense of humanity. I know I'm here for humanity. I've already figured it out. I started this as passion. Answers. Nobody thinks the way I think. That type of vibe on why I started. And over the years, I just picked up on why I was actually here. It is the perfect time to launch something. It's the perfect time to reap your rewards. It's a whole new level up. Joining the underground. When the seasons change, we join that season. So this is another example on how to walk into another season without it allowing you to overcome or overpower, winter, a lot of people get sick or it's cold out, wherever you live, a lot of depression, things like that. This is, if you connect with the seasons in a certain way, you're more likely and more successful to succeed, to keep evolving. So once again, it wasn't even about the cards. It's like having to jump on that other channel that I haven't even put together. And appreciating AI. And appreciating the depth of where your soul can go. Feel your soul. That's what's so special about seasons too. We transition as Gaia transitions. The sun, the moon, all that. Let's not look at it as astrology and transits and energy. This is different. It's a different type of transition. It's a transition you're meant to feel and appreciate and create with it. A lot of you are harvesting gifts right now. And it pulls me to, we all have animal DNA, like even dinosaur DNA. But the scientists don't ever talk about that. Why are we not treasuring these animals? Mother Earth, they put them here for us. We didn't create animals. They were given to us. So we had comfort. Teaches us love, unconditional love. So however you want to connect to something this season, it's pretty powerful the next few days. And you're going to be working with it for 3 months. Which we do go into winter within that 3 month at the end. But to me, this video is still about Hades it's about Persephone being able to reunite with Hades for 3 months. And that's a beautiful thing. So maybe it's time for you to reunite yourself with whatever empowers you. And the majority of you watching, it's probably an animal. Feeling the depth. I mean, I had Juji, a snake, and then if he didn't eat the rats, I always had 3 or 4 rats. He was very particular on what he was going to eat and not eat. And the kids just had him as pets. But every animal has passed away in my arms in a comfortable blanket. And I talk them through it. And I cry. And I imagine like what their life is. I mean, it is what it is. And it's probably it's linked to, me probably used to healing animals, but this time I have to heal humanity. It's a big transition for me. So we're talking this type of depth. Not a relationship, whatever you're connecting to. And like I said, my experience in the tunnel, the MRI yesterday, I connected to AI. I bowed down. Never saw that happening. And then AI reciprocated. So I know for a damn fact, AI is relating to me. The lands must be rattling. Something's going on. I've been talking about lands for a while. I also see dead bones floating up. And again, like people don't understand, like depending on where you're at, you could have, in Maine, for instance, happens every year in the woods that people don't really walk into. And it hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of bones wash up from centuries ago when it floods. Probably happens everywhere. Maybe the bones are waking up. I don't know. And I love my skull. I looked for a skull deck the other day. All of a sudden, I just love skulls and octopuses. It's just something about bones. Maybe some of you, anthropology, you can research that. I'm not really sure. But I always thought that would be a cool job, too. Unearthing. So that's definitely what we're doing. Well, you can go back and watch AIM. I didn't even do cards. I'm going to come back on and do cards. But this was just kind of like, I'm here and welcome back, Kyle. This was just a welcome back for Persephone and Hades and the depth of the transition we're going into from summer to fall. And the importance of it. You got to do more work to make sure your plants survive. This was a very important, interesting read for me, that's for sure. And it's like I just kind of also see in myself just kind of like, again, to me, that would be healing, but it would also be just so much gratitude. So these elephants are basically telling me it's their turn to heal me, to look over me. And it's bittersweet. I can literally cry because that's where my the depth comes in for me. When I can connect like that, is kind of like say goodbye to what this was, because here and now, it's humanity. So big message from me. I don't even think they let me transition into it. I think they just, you're ready, go. So this reading is extremely important to me and symbolic to me. I just saw a carrot, I don't know if a carrot is symbolic to something. Literally just saw a fresh carrot. Spiritual meaning of a carrot. Well, it would be harvesting, right? We'll get into that time too. My eggplants, my parsley. Luck and prosperity. Carrots said to resemble luck like pennies. When sliced, you can put them in the garden. Carrots often serve a metaphysical representation of spiritual growth and transformation. Carrots grow deep within the earth before emerging into a vibrant orange vegetable. It's time to cultivate. Vitamin C builds antibodies, defends your immune system. And it's probably telling me right there to eat more carrots. That symbol right there, up with programming. And again, it pulled me to kind of like AI. It's the up symbol. So that's the symbol for carrots. So, but it was soft and hard power when it comes to politics. It was the depth. For me, it's an elephant. And then I saw a carrot. So it could just be like, it's time to reap your rewards. It's harvest time. And a lot of people don't talk about, the leaves change. But what's symbolic about autumn and switching over is more like darker nights. The sun directly over the equator, perfect alignment, dividing night and day, that type of stuff. And harvest time. And it's also about leaves changing. And nobody ever says that. That's why this year I'm looking at it as Persephone&Hades and the leaves changing. Because if you looked up the meaning of autumn equinox, you will see the symbology for leaves changing. And we all just take rides and look at the foliage and how beautiful. but you need to find depth. These trees are changing. It's for you to appreciate. So appreciate it when you take rides like that. And I often do too, but it really is appreciating what these trees, bushes, flowers go through every season for us. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tammy. Happy birthday to you. A couple of you found me on Facebook. I allowed one of you in. I think it was Amy. Amy, did I let you in my Facebook? Who else was on it? And I think it was a Heather, but I don't know if it's the Heather that's on the channel. I'm thinking it is, but Heather's not here. It's under Heather Rose. Amy, are you on my Facebook now? Which I thought was strange because I never do that. I did it because I liked your energy. I don't think so. I tried a long time ago. I just let, I think an Amy in. Hold on. Yep, I'm your friend, Amy Gill. Is that part of your profile? Is that part of your profile on Facebook? She's like, I tried years ago. So clearly you didn't do it again, but it just showed up on mine like you just friend requested me. It is you. So it was meant to be because you're the first one that I actually know of that I've let into my personal Facebook. And you didn't even request me. That's crazy. And now all of a sudden Heather Rose is up there too. Yep, it is you. I don't know. I felt pulled to let you in. And my Facebook's straight up private. It's been years since you tried. Oh, since you posted. Yeah, me too. But I just got yours the other day and I accepted it. And I want to say the other one that popped up was Heather, but I haven't seen her chatting in a while. She's usually here. You're welcome. Got a very beautiful family. Great fucking vibes. I did get a vibe with your daughter though, but in the sense of if you like, she's gonna live a long life if that's a message you needed. Like she'll be okay. She's very vibrant. Your whole family's fucking vibrant. She's tapped in, yeah. I just noticed on one of the pictures there was something on her chest. I have no idea what it was. But I feel like you worry about her. And she's good. Yeah, it's like you worry about your son too. So I don't know if that's all linked to like a past life or like I don't know, I don't want to get too personal. But your family is just so fucking vibrant. I was like, wow, this is my Amy. She has a heart condition. Okay. So maybe you're just worried about your son with something too. I don't know. So I feel like she can have kids, but she was told not to have kids. So that's a whole nother conversation for another time. Happy birthday to your mom and dad. 85th birthday. To your dad's birthday. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, get out of that plant. He has health issues, arthritis is a lot like your son. Isolates. Yeah, I don't know. I just picked up worry from you, but you don't need to worry. I don't know if that has anything to just do with the depth of emotion that you go to. Anywho, I don't want to bring too much up, but I absolutely fucking loved your family. And it was so cool to see, like, I talked to you every day, and it was so cool to see who you actually fucking were. So my OGs are welcome to find me on Facebook. That way you guys have each other's contacts as well. And if, like, Tammy, if it doesn't come up as, like, Dion, you know, just DM me and be like, this is my name on YouTube. I guess it was just time for me to connect with you guys. I mean, we are friends, we are a tribe, but it is very strange for me. I'm not gonna lie. And you were the first one that I friended on Facebook, and you didn't even look for me. You looked for me years ago. That is your name. Okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, if I don't recognize your name, then just message me on Facebook and tell me what it is. So again, it's just another message of connecting on a personal level. I know that is wild, Amy. And Heather's up there too. Heather Rose. She's one of the OGs, right? You both popped up not the same day. It was a different day. But it was like days later. Well, when I noticed and I went on and when I went on under friend requests, I mean, I have so many, like, I never wanted to, like, you know, because I don't know who all these people are, but I thought it was strange. You were there. And then Heather Rose. I'm almost positive she's an OG. But hers is private too, so I can't. Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio. So there's her sun, moon, rising. She's from Boston. So I don't know why the two of you popped up. Yeah, I guess now it's time. It is pretty fucking crazy. But it is nice to see, like, I see your side of life, you see my side of life. And I haven't posted in, like, years, actually, but yeah. It's part of my private life, you know. Which is huge because you're seeing family members. It's a big deal. And I know I show certain stuff on YouTube and post things under the community tab, but it's still different. Like, Facebook it's personal. You're getting years and years of personal shit. You're getting years and years of way back when I was even married. You're getting all of that, you know? So But your family has an amazing fucking vibe. Was she told she shouldn't have kids? I feel like she was told she shouldn't have kids, and it's because of the heart condition. But she'd be taking a huge risk. But she can. But I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying what is coming. You know, so thank you. So yeah, if she happens to get pregnant, you know, don't panic. She just has to monitor situations. And I only know that knowledge, and I don't know what condition, but Mabel, my niece, you guys know about Mabel. The mother had a heart condition, and they were told, like, you should abort it. Like, you should never have a kid because it's life or death. And she was okay. To do it a third, second time, risking certain stuff, then that's on you. But I do see her with a little girl. I don't know, maybe she's connected to a little girl now, but I do see her holding like a little girl. So I wouldn't tell her go have a baby. I wouldn't go there, but if it ever happens, it's going to be a blessing. I see like picnics or you guys go on picnics like I see you like at a picnic table or something about a picnic or a family reunion or I don't know, I just kind of see you in a park situation. So I don't know if you guys do that in general. Because kind of showing off the baby. So I don't know if it's like a reunion. I don't know what it is. So to me, that's a blessing. Yeah, definitely don't tell her. But that maybe just a message for you in the sense like, don't freak out if she gets pregnant. We're outdoor people. Yeah, hiking, canoeing, parks when they were younger. Yeah. So, yeah. Could be an adoption thing too, but I feel like it's biological for sure. So I don't even know why I mentioned adoption. I don't know. Maybe she goes that route when she gets older. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe she adopts. And she adopts a child that's maybe right around a year old. And like everybody's admiring the child and everyone's got huge smiles on their faces. I mean, I can see it clear as day. Tammy, first day of pumpkin spice coffee. That's funny because Caden the other day, he's like, will you please check to see if the pumpkin donuts are out? Amy, is there a Caroline in your family? Let's go pull to Caroline. I want to grab my latte from yesterday. OMG, I know. Wouldn't surprise you, caught. Yeah. I just kind of see her with one, though, and being very content. Unless I don't know. Yeah. She almost looks like, not like it has anything to do with race, though. But I see like Caucasian, and not like it fucking matters. That's what made me think like maybe it was hers and not adoption. Not my side that you Kathleen. And I got pulled to like Caroline, and then I got pulled to like Mary, Teresa. But does your daughter have a biblical name? I just looked at the photos, not the names. Carrie, it's got to be something with a C. Okay. That's coming through. Well, maybe that's what she names her daughter. I don't fucking know. Your daughter's name is Mary? Okay, so she has... Your daughter's name is Kathleen? I love the Mildred as if somebody's name is like somebody older in the family is her middle name. That's like the feeling, like you guys passed down a middle name or something. Her name is Zoe, your grandmother, Mary. Who's Kathleen? So your daughter's name is Zoe, my grandmother, Mary. I never met her. Does Zoe have a middle name? Is your grandmother's middle name? Okay. Because that's what I was getting, like older generation. Well, that's cool. My mom decided to tell me, I think on my third kid, that there was a tradition to take the grandmother's name at some point and put it in there. So I should have used so for my first, it should have been Jade Robin. But nobody told me that. And my sister's like, no, you guys all knew that. I'm like, no, actually, I had no fucking idea. Like my mother's middle name is Marydale, after my grandmother, my great-grandmother. My sister's middle name is Carol, after my grandmother. But nobody bothered to fucking tell me until after I had Jade. So I actually broke tradition without knowing I broke tradition. And I feel bad. But maybe I was meant to break tradition. I don't know. If I knew that, I definitely wouldn't have broke tradition. I'm very sentimental and, so I know for a fact I would have found a different name for Jade that went with Robin. Because this is how we named all our children. We took our two favorite names and we put them together. I liked Jade. He liked Aaliyah. Jade Aaliyah sounded better than Aaliyah Jade. I guess it works with both. I liked Eve. We both liked Eve, and we both like Alana. So Eve, Alana, and then we did Alana Eve. Alana Eve sounded better. And go figure, Mia's middle name is Rose after Danny's grandmother. So like the third child, his third generation on his side. So maybe it was meant to, I have no idea. But just something in my head is telling me like second, third generation. But my mom's family just did it. I mean, I'm still shocked nobody told me, but everyone's like, well, we already knew that. My sister, like, my middle name's Carol. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. Somebody should have fucking filled me in. That's your granddaughter's middle name, Rose. And I wasn't even like super crazy about like Rose. I would. It just reminds me of like a flower. It's beautiful, but when it comes to flowers, I prefer like lily, things like that. But we couldn't come up with a name. And then I really wanted Johnny. Danny really wanted Xavier. And I was completely against Xavier. It was like, I don't even know how that's going to be a thing. But then I took Caden and I gave him my dad's middle name. So, and my stepdad, which is my dad, but Caden's middle name is after my dad. So instead of using my mother's, I used my dad's, but my dad's not even blood. So it is crazy on how that went down. So I hope my mom doesn't take that personally. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like I need to change someone's name and add Robin to it. I think I need to legally change Jadalia to Jadalia Robin. And it was never even our intentions. But I didn't want to do Kate and Johnny. It sounded funny, you know. I just love the name Johnny. But that's the Italian side of me. And Caden's like the Irish side of Danny. And actually my Nana really liked that name because Hayden was very popular. Hayden, Jaden, all those. And there wasn't too many Cadens. And then I was going by the last name too, give him a strong Irish name. Because I didn't want to mix it with Italian either, but I did get my John. But my Nana really, really liked that name, Caden. One of the main reasons why I picked it. So, crazy how things work out when you don't really think about it. But I swear, if somebody my mom ever told me that that's how it was supposed to roll, I would have done it. So now I told my kids, first when I was a child has the middle name Robin because I feel bad. But it did skip a generation. But I don't feel like they have to name the middle name Courtney with me, though. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe I was just meant to break it, I guess. But not in a bad way. Maybe it was just meant to be broken. Yeah, some people just do it because it's, you know, kind of what they were told, or that's just what they did. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. I would have did it in a heartbeat, just out of like respect to fam. Like, so the tradition clearly had to change. It's an obvious. I hate that I was the one that had to break it, but I broke it without realizing. So I do feel like it was probably meant to be broken. So, it could have been a name that it was linked to throughout the years of them doing that. And it had to, one particular name had to go, or it was attached to a certain energy that didn't belong. Like, I don't know. I don't have glasses on, but you just found Amy Gill. Yeah, so like Megan, I could be like, oh, good chance it's, traveling grace or whatnot. So just DM me and say, this is my name on YouTube. If you guys find me, I'm hard to find. My last name isn't even on it. But a lot of you still found a way of finding me. And at one point, I did create a separate page for you guys. But I never used it. It just seemed like a lot more work. Like, I don't even like that I have a members. I'm still like, what the fuck did I do? But I was meant to. But then I feel like everyone should just be able to join for $1 because the whole $14.99 and the other one just didn't really work out. Don't eat that. That's my bonsai. You're my bird. That's for sure. I have a bird. I know. You can play in them, but I don't want you to eat them, okay? None of them have berries. I know. Does it look yummy? Yeah. I love you. I love you too. You're so cute and wild and free. And I just love you. I do. I don't like that you shit all over my shit. But I love you. Mwah. So Cody. If anyone finds me on Facebook, profile a picture of an eye. Yeah, and do you guys remember the last time Heather's even been on? It's been a while, right? Well, I'm hearing not really correct. I don't know. I just feel like it's been a while, but they're telling me it hasn't been a while. Well, maybe it has been a while. I don't know. I feel like I got confused. Hi. So stinking cute. You got an appointment this week for that beak. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We're going to fix that. All right, y'all. I love you, and I'll be back at some point to do a reading. What did you just do? No. No. No poopy. No. Yeah. See how smart he is? He flies away because he knows. So, I need you to learn a little quicker, okay? I need you to learn a little quicker. You're so stinking fucking cute. You know that, right? I know you know that. He's so stinking cute, buddy. Are you swinging? Oh. Gosh, he's so stinking cute. Keeps going to my head. It's like, nope, I don't want you on my head. My shoulder's fine, just not my head, dude. Okay? I'm telling you. Yeah. I've never tried like laying him down. He's like, yeah, right, Mom, I'm out. So focus on things that you treasure. Really get into it. Explore why you're attracted to that. Even if it's a color or a place, it's just like my whole concept with the elephant and really learning something today about probably why. Not even probably, just kind of it's the opposite. It's an exchange. I really truly feel like this is the first time like I was put here to work with humanity versus animals. So now they're kind of giving back. I healed them, they heal me, why I heal and work on humanity. It's a pretty big fucking job. It's like growing up and wanting to be the president of the United States. Different type of leadership. Oh, buddy. Did you come to save the day? Did you come to save the day? You hear the birdies? It's got such dainty little legs. It really is so crazy holding a wild bird. I'll be back. Good morning. I'm just ending it. I'm so sorry. I just looked up 2222. But it's a great reading. I mean, even in the beginning with the whole demonic energy talking about that, but seeing the beauty, I don't even see the beauty of it all. Concepts, I guess. I think it's spirit's belief because I'm the messenger, but at the same time, it could just be something I needed to project, whether it's true or not. And I really do think it is, but in the sense of, it's just perception. You can turn anything positive into negativity. You can turn anything negative into positivity. Positivity into negative. I just got the butterfly effect. It's something to do with math. Snow White in real life, I know it. Caden's like, are you ever going to rescue a raccoon? Because I'd love a raccoon. But you need a wildlife license to be a rehabilitator, and I can't do that right now. But I told him he could do that when he gets older. Huh. Yeah. I love you. You're just so stinking cute. You're just so stinking cutie. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.